Alrighty. It is late in the evening for one Curtis Spears. He has just finished up, returned home from Rev Pro. He's had a quick sleepy. Didn't mean to, but did. But now he is back and back at How you feeling?
Oh man, I wish a little 30-minute nap that I took was refreshing, but it really wasn't. No, like it was so fucking sick, dude. Because it's a Saturday, I work Fridays, so like Friday night I get home, or sorry, Saturday morning I get home from my work Friday night. Took a little 3-hour nap, woke up, I recorded my other podcast, Throwing Dice. I went directly to Rev Pro. Had a fucking fantastic time. Great show, top to bottom. Came home, and my wife, like, because Grant, my co-host on Throwing Dice, he took the pugs with him. So he's like, I'll watch the pugs tonight while you guys go see Rev Pro. Way to go, Grant. Thank you so much. And so when the pugs got home, they were cuddly, right? Super cuddle bug pugs. It's cold outside, so it was really nice. My wife made cocoa. We sat down. I had a cup of cocoa, warm dogs. I'm tired as shit. I fucking sacked out, dude. I'm so sorry.
It's cool. I messaged you. I was like, you have obviously fallen asleep. Let's just do this another time. And you were like, I'm awake. And then he come back.
Let's go.
Yeah. And I was like, really? It is fine. And you were like, nah, let's do it. So here we are.
Sleep is for the week.
Yeah, exactly. So more content from the shorts. Also, we, it's fun to stack this stuff up. We like to hang out. We're like sleepers for the week. We've barely got time to do this. And then we just spend 40 minutes over on Drop Your Shorts on the Patreon talking about fucking Warhammer.
Horse heresy and shit. Yeah, dude. We went fucking hardcore.
We went fucking super nerdy. So if you're into that kind of stuff, feel free to check it out. Then we talked about some movies and games and stuff as well, which was fun. And then now I think we're just going to do this nice and chill. And I thought you could maybe break down the Rev Pro show because it's obviously like probably Will Ospreay's second last show. It set up some interesting stuff. You had a killer title match. Well, not a title match, sorry. Main event between Gabe Kidd and Will Ospreay. So I thought we could just have a spoilerific sort of take us through your experience at Rev Pro and what the night was like. I can always get up the card if you want, and I can if you can't remember everything that happened. Or
yeah, I've got the card up here. We can do it spoiler, or well, first thing, here's what I'll say. Thank you for tuning in to the Okada Shorts podcast, the International Wrestling Grand Prix, the boys from the shorts, the king of shorts, the Okada Shorts podcast. I'm your good friend Curtis Spears. That's your bad friend Rafe Houston right there. And we're going to talk about New Japan adjacent Rev Pro, Revolution Pro Wrestling here. From London, the Crystal Palace Municipal Sports Arena or something like that is where it was. Crystal Palace is, I believe, a Premier League, like European Premier League team.
Yeah, okay.
And this is like their like sporting, like the arena that we were at is like in spitting distance of the actual turf that the Premier League plays on. So that was pretty cool. Wow. It's a beautiful area. It's brand new. It must only be a few years old. And we got fucking lost going up there. So that fucking sucks. Yeah, my wife and I took Google Maps, and Google Maps was like, hey, go down this street. And like, so we went and we walked around the arena like the entire way before we found the way to actually get up and in. And as we were walking in, we hear Zack Sabre Jr.'s music hit to start the night. Oh. So it was like, I was like, oh shit, we got to get to our seat. Right. Yeah. So, we weren't the only ones either. It was us and like there was 2 chicks and a guy, and we were all like trying to find our way in. We had all taken Google Maps. None of us could figure out how to actually get into the goddamn building.
Yeah.
And I felt like, I was like, guys, claim your Hobbit now, because we are on a fucking magical journey. We are going to find our way into this fucking place. Like, if we got to go fucking full Ocean's 11, we're going to find our way into this fucking place. I was Gimli, of course, obviously.
Of course.
But then, yeah, so so we get inside right as Zack Sabre Jr.'s music hits. He's taking on a fella named JJ Gale. JJ Gale was actually the person who eliminated Zack Sabre Jr. from the Revolution Rumble earlier this year.
Okay.
So JJ Gale was like, that means I get a shot at you, Zack. And Zack said, nah, you can take on Fuji. You can take on the Ichiban Sweet Boy. JJ Gale did end up beating the Ichiban Sweet Boy, Kosei Fujita. And so he called out Zack for Revolution Pro Wrestling Uprising today. And yeah, great match. A lot of fun. JJ Gale he's very fast. He's like that sort of Callum Newman. Like they came up together. He's got this haircut and it bothers me so much. You know, the episode of The Simpsons where Mr. Burns puts together the baseball team and he keeps telling Don Mattingly to shave his sideburns.
Oh, yeah.
And like eventually Mattingly's fucking sideburns are like, he's shaved all the way up to like a mohawk, basically.
Yes.
That's what JJ Gale has.
Yeah, I just saw a picture of him.
Shit out of me. He's a very talented wrestler though. So like I can't say too much.
I have a question about him though. Count Out Network, our friends over at Count Out Network sent a couple of questions, and one of them was, I really enjoyed JJ Gale here. What do you think his ceiling is as a wrestler?
I mean, it depends, because right now the wrestling world is changing so much where people can become stars based on ability alone, you know?
Yeah.
So like 10 years ago, you know, the people were starting to break through based on just their ability, not their look, not the you know, the charisma or anything like that he has, because he's got some charisma. He's got a weird kind of look. He looks like a scumbag. Like the dude looks like, you know, the guy that sold pot to your sister in high school.
Yeah, right.
But like, he's really good. He is really good. He's very fast. He went toe to toe with Zack Sabre Jr. for like 12 minutes, and it was a fun, furious, and exciting match. I think he won. Zack won with a Euro clutch that came out of fucking nowhere. They were like rolling around in the ring, and all of a sudden, like, Zack's on top of him in a Euro clutch, and I didn't even see it coming. I was like, "Oh shit! Yeah. All right, let's fucking go."
Locked him in.
Yeah, and that it was a lot of fun. So I don't know where he's going from here. He did make a lot of noise, and they showed a lot of faith in him by putting him in a feud with Zack. So they obviously have a big spot for him.
Yeah, so, absolutely. They wouldn't put him in that position on this, you know, biggest show of the year kind of thing against that bigger talent if they didn't have plans for him. Exactly.
So JJ Gale looks like, you know, sky's the limit. When they were doing the meet and greet, like after the show, you saw a bunch of dudes. You saw Tomohiro Ishii. You saw like all of these. Trent Seven was out there, and you know there's JJ Gale right there next to him. So like they've got him pegged for something.
Yeah, that's cool. Before you continue with your stuff, we'll do the other question that Count Out sent. They said, "How is Rev Pro so good at training wrestlers?"
That's fucking it, man. I don't know. Like some of the people that they've got coming out of England right now, and it's not all Rev Pro. Like they're not all contenders, which is what they call their young lions, the super contenders. So JJ Gale, I believe, was a contender. Callum Newman was a contender, but like Michael Oku, the current Rev Pro World Heavyweight Champion, was not a contender. So he was from, I believe, London School of Lucha Libre, or it might have been a different one. It's not just Rev Pro. It's like the English scene is rebuilding. You know, life finds a way. You know, nature is healing after 2020 and speaking out and things like that.
Yeah.
A lot of schools have had to close down because of things like speaking out and because of the pandemic. but now a lot of these schools are reopening. The people whose development was hindered by COVID are all hitting that. They're hitting their stride now, while the next series of people are coming up after them, and it's like this influx of great talent all at once. So it's really cool to see.
Yeah, that's awesome. That's awesome.
Okay. Let's see here. What was the second match? I got to pull up the card again. For some reason, I pulled up the card and it didn't work. Okay, there we go. Second match was a street fight between Robbie X and Spike Trivet. So I got really scared at the Rev Pro 11th anniversary show because Michael Oku defends his belt against Trent Seven. He comes out. He's having a moment with the crowd, talking to them about what it means to him to be Rev Pro champion, and all of a sudden it cuts to like this black screen and creepy music, and there's this stuff across their Tron that says like "Remember Me," and it's pictures of like crows and stuff like that. And I was like, they can't possibly be bringing back Marty Skrull.
Yeah.
And it wasn't. Oh, thank God. It was Spike Trivet. I was like, oh, okay. All right, we'll take Spike Trivet over Marty Skrull any day. So yeah, they had a Spike Trivet. I don't know how he's going to really jive with Rev Pro. Rev Pro is a very like they do a wide variety of matches, but everything I've seen of Spike Trivet is it's very like he does like hardcore wrestling and stuff like that. He's like a very showy wrestler. Like he isn't like great in the ring, but his whole thing is like building a mystique around himself and stuff like that. And I just don't know that it's going to work in Rev Pro.
Yeah. Right.
Having a talk with Sipsy, he was saying like, I'm not digging Spike Trivet in Rev Pro, which is fine. The match that he had here with Robbie X was fantastic. Robbie X is over as fuck with the English audience. They were both going pretty sicko mode. It wasn't full on death match or anything like that. I'm sure that you're desensitized to it by now, but like, they were slamming each other on the thumbtacks and shit like that. They had a lot of different spots with chairs. They both had like leather belts they were whipping each other with. It was pretty hardcore shit. I dug it. I'm going to say that's probably a watch. I think that, the first match, shorts, 100%.
Yeah. Okay.
Anything Zack Sabre Jr. touches this year is fucking gold. Shorts. This match, I would say, yeah. If you're already watching the Rev Pro Uprising event, yeah, definitely not a fast forward or anything like that. So yeah, let's go. It was a good, like there was a bit of walk and brawl. There was some chair shots. There was some really crazy off the wall like high flying moves that had the plunder there with it. So that was pretty cool. I really like the mix of high flying Robbie Eagles match and hardcore, like I said, not death match in any way, but it's like the level of like a hardcore match you would see on like an AEW show or something like that.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. No, that's cool.
Good time. Shorts. And then, so this was a great spot. We had the refs sweeping up the thumbtacks, and as he starts to sweep up the thumbtacks, they start announcing the third match, and he's just like, "Oh shit!" So they're like,
"Gotta go!"
Constantly trying, gotta go right now. The third match was the Rev Pro Undisputed British Cruiserweight Championship between Connor Mills, True Grit Connor Mills, and your 2023 British J Cup winner, Leon Slater. TNA signed talent Leon Slater. The youngest, I mean, he's 19. He must look like he's like 16 years old. This kid he's so young, but he's so dynamic. He's just got charisma oozing out of his ears. You know, when he had a match with Will Ospreay, it was fantastic. It put him on the map to such a point where you're seeing gifs of him all over Twitter. It obviously got he got signed to TNA Wrestling with it, and I think that's a huge pickup.
Yeah, that's
like
huge.
TNA Wrestling is going to be able to build something around him. He is good. Connor Mills is very good. Connor Mills has been around the scene for as long as I have. He was one of the first wrestlers I ever saw here in person in England. We were all kind of having fun with him because he had recently dyed his hair blonde. So we're all just like out in the crowd, like chicka chicka Slim Shady. Like, dear Slim, I've been writing, but you ain't been writing back. And, you know, just he looked like an asshole. But, no, he's a great bad guy, great heel, Connor Mills, because he's got the talent, but he's one of those people that cuts corners like evil, you know.
Yeah.
But not to that.
Yeah, not to that
level.
That pure level.
So yeah, like Leon Slater hit him with that. What do they call it? It's a Swanton 450 that he does, where he starts out on the Swanton bomb and then 450s out out of it.
That's crazy.
And hit him with that to win the Rev Pro undisputed British Cruiserweight Championship.
Yeah, nice.
So hopefully we'll be seeing that show up on TNA Wrestling pretty soon with the relaunch.
I'd say you would. Yeah, and
I really hope so, because like getting that belt on TV is huge. Yeah. Like we've seen the Rev Pro undisputed British Heavyweight Championship in New Japan multiple times. And so getting the Cruiserweight belt onto TV in America would be fucking cool. But that leads to something, you know, saying that leads to something later on in the night, which kind of upset me. So we'll keep going.
Get cruising.
Next up we had, this was a fucking shit show. So the Connor Mills and Leon Slater match, absolute shorts, good times. Yeah. Goes directly into the Great British Tag League finals between the Block A winners, Ricky Knight Jr., or as I like to call him, generic creator wrestler number 6.
Okay.
And Anthony Ogogo.
Oh, yeah.
Who
the boxer.
Had that feud with, the boxer. Yeah. Versus the Block B winners, which is a tag team called the Greedy Souls, who don't do it for me. They just don't.
Who's in that, or do we care? Or?
I don't know their names. I know that one of them is a very tall dude, and the other one kind of looks like Baby Huey. Right. I don't get them. I don't get them. They're good bad guy foils, but
wasn't Ricky Knight Jr. just like the champion recently?
He was. Yeah. He beat Will for the belt.
Crazy.
And then Okan beat him for it.
Okay.
Yeah. So Ricky Knight Jr., I don't see what people think. I mean, I know that the Knight family is a big thing here.
Oh, is he? I know. It's that Knight. He's like,
he's related to Saraya.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. Sure. The Knight family is a big thing here. He's beige carpet, man. Yeah. He's fucking elevator music. He fades into the background. I see nothing special in this guy, and it hurts because like I want to be there with my fellow English people cheering for this guy, but I just can't do it. Yeah. So yeah, the whole match, these guys have bad chemistry. Like Greedy Souls are a good tag team. Mm-hmm. They're just kind of like lame. Yeah. Ogogo, Ricky Knight Jr. continues to like steal everything about him from other wrestlers that he thinks are cool.
Okay.
He does the Cody Rhodes thing where like halfway through the match he gets injured and the refs take him out to the back, and then like later on he comes out and makes a triumphant return, you know. So meanwhile he's got Anthony Ogogo who can barely fucking like wrestle,
has to carry the match.
They're trying to carry the goddamn match, And it was just like, oh my God, these Greedy Souls boys are gonna fucking hump their back outs, fucking carrying this fucking match, right?
Yeah. It's almost like you should have flipped that, like give Anthony Ogogo a reason to not be in the ring. Have him be
I'm
out
sitting
of
there
that.
and I'm like, this can't be that bad. Like, you know, Ricky Knight Jr. can wrestle. He's just fucking boring and he's fucking generic.
Yeah.
Like, I was like, this is a smart place for him because it keeps Anthony Ogogo like kind of protected, right?
Yeah.
Like we were saying, tag wrestling can cover a lot of it can paper over a lot of holes.
Of course. Yeah, absolutely.
And so halfway through the match, Ricky Knight Jr. gets quote unquote injured. He goes to the back. He comes out later and he's got like, so he's bleeding and he's gushing from his nose.
Yeah.
And that's why they brought him to the back. He comes back out. He's got like, I don't know if he got like tampons or something in his nose. It's stuffed full of cotton. He comes out and he goes like house of fire, right? He's taking on both these guys by themselves. The ref, God, it was annoying to watch because the ref wasn't making anyone tag in or out. It was like, y'all forget how fucking tag wrestling works.
Yeah.
I'm sitting there. I'm starting to get frustrated. At this point, I left and got a soda.
You were done.
I came back and they were still wrestling. And that, like, again, just all four dudes in the ring for like large periods of time, or like three dudes in the ring, like one whole team just working one dude for like 3, 4, 5 minutes at a time with no tags. And I was just like, this is fucking garbage. Then at the very end of the match, Ricky Knight Jr. gets one of the dudes from Greedy Souls up on his shoulder. He's going to hit him with something that I'm sure he stole from another wrestler. And Ogogo knocks him the fuck out.
Knocks out his partner.
Knocks out his own fucking partner. I was like, thank fucking God. That means, first off, that this is over. Second off, Ogogo hasn't forgotten how to fucking make a pull a punch and make it look fantastic.
Yeah.
Like, I mean,
did it just look that good because it was of the person he was hitting, or did he actually throw?
Well, I mean, like Ricky Knight Jr. knows how to work, right?
Yeah,
but
sure.
like, it looked so good because we're sitting there and like every time Ogogo got in the ring, we were like, they had really bad chemistry, really bad timing, and we're like, Anthony, punch him in the fucking face. Anthony, you're a goddamn boxer. Punch him in the fucking face. And finally, he like gets in the ring. He's frustrated because his partner just left him and, came back. He pulls him. He says, poof, just blasts him right in the nose, knocks him the fuck out and just leaves everybody. And we were like, thank fucking God.
Huge pop, but not because of what happened,
pop.
but just so because it's over.
We're like, oh, we're done. So yeah, that was absolutely pants. This match was pants. Absolute skip from top to bottom, dude. Do not fucking watch this shit. So yeah, that was a whole thing. The Greedy Souls win the Great British Tag League Finals. And I was sitting here going, like, talking about World Tag League in New Japan, like, is there anything worse than trying to come up with things for? Yeah, there is. It's watching these four in the Great British Tag League Finals.
Fuck.
God damn, it was bad.
Sounds like
it was
nightmare.
so bad.
I'm looking at the art for the Rev Pro Uprising Great British Tag League Finals, like for this match, and they have not done this one guy. Well, the poster is not done well at all, but like this one bald guy from Greedy Souls, they have not done him any favors with this photo.
Oh, baby Huey. Yeah.
Yeah, he's fucking looking like a real Festa kind of situation here with these sunken eyes. He's 90% forehead and then fucking 10% face.
Yeah.
And then at least their photos were taken at the same time. And then RKJ and Ogogo are just two separate photos that are not even color matched, kind of just pasted over each other, and it's not flattering for either of them. So anyway,
yeah.
I think I've
is
heard more about
loss.
it than I wanted to. So there we go. Moving on.
Absolute fucking loss.
Yeah.
Then we had a few moments there for an intermission. They played 2 promo packages back to back, one for Danny Luna and one for Alex Windsor to hype their upcoming Rev Pro Undisputed Women's Heavyweight Championship match. And So Donna loves both of these people. She
Okay.
loves Alex Windsor because Alex Windsor is a pug mom.
Okay, that's gonna help.
That's her and Will have two pugs together, which is nice.
Oh yeah. Okay.
And
That's what it is. I was trying to picture who Alex Windsor is, but yeah, I know who she is. Yeah.
okay, and Danny Luna, who is a member of Subculture with Mark Andrews and Flash Morgan Webster,
Okay.
who are the current tag team champions.
Sure.
She is like, Donna loves her. Donna thinks she's the fucking best. Like, that's her favorite women's wrestler in Rev Pro.
Alrighty.
And so I was like, well, who are you going to root for? Are you going to root for the pug mom, or are you going to root for, your favorite wrestler? And she says, I don't fucking know. I'm just going to sit back and love this.
Okay.
So that was really cool.
That is nice.
So the problem with it is you can sometimes have those matches where two wrestlers who are both very, very good wrestlers have a bad match.
Yeah.
Like
They
we've all
just
seen it.
They just can't. They're just not good together.
They're just not good together. It's, what was it in fucking Talladega Nights? Is peanut butter and ladies. Like they just don't go.
Yeah.
They just don't go together.
Yeah.
And they put through a great match, but like their timing was off. The fans were definitely behind Danny Luna. Alex Windsor was playing a great heel. They're both phenomenally talented women. I did hear one dude like start chirping fucking Alex Windsor about Will Ospreay, and it's like, bro,
No, come on, man. Come on, dude.
She's her own fucking person. Fuck you. She was in this scene making fucking noise before she got with Will.
Yeah.
Like, she respect the woman as a fucking wrestler, and don't sit there and chirp her about her home life.
I hate when anybody like references people's partners, like shit like that. It's annoying. It's completely irrelevant.
Exactly. Yeah. So, so that was bad. But it did end up with Danny Luna getting a big win over Alex Windsor to become the new Rev Pro Women's Champion. So that was really cool. Just wasn't a great fit together.
Yeah. Okay.
So yeah.
Did Donna have fun with
match? That? Donna loved it. She did. But this was her first. I think it was her first experience with two wrestlers she likes not being able to work well together.
Yeah.
Because she and I were having a discussion about that on the way home, and she was kind of like, "How did it not work?" And I was
yeah.
That's the thing about wrestling, man, because it's a live, scripted or unscripted, live, on the cuff art form. Sometimes shit just goes sideways.
Yeah. And sometimes you just can't get in sync with people. And that's not just in wrestling, that's in real life. You know what I mean? Just you have days like yesterday, Amy and I both had the day off, and it felt like no matter what we were saying to each other, the other person wasn't listening, and like something was, you know what I mean? Like I would be like, hey, what's this? And she would be like, what? And like we would just, it was like we were a second off all day, just, not on this. And you have that. And then you add a live crowd and, and shit going on and nerves and all that stuff. And we're like, they could get on great. They could both be really excited about it. But it's like, okay, you be here for, and it just doesn't work. Like it just happens.
Yeah. Yeah. It's just the thing. It's, like you can watch movies where you have two great actors and they just got nothing together.
Yeah.
And that's the best possible environment because you get multiple chances to do it. You get a director who can, take different shots and different takes together and mix and match and edit and stuff like that. And it still comes out bad.
Yeah.
So like when you have that live performance art, there's always going to be a chance that something could go wrong. And that's no shot against both these ladies because they are both fucking fantastic.
What's funny is sometimes like in wrestling where people legitimately don't like each other in real life and are absolutely fire in the ring together because of it. Like they're able
Matt Hardy and Edge.
Hey? Yeah, exactly. Matt Hardy and Edge, Cesaro and Eddie Kingston, like these dudes where they're like, I fucking hate this dude, man. But and they're able to just like go, I'm not going to fucking kill the dude. We're going to work professionally. But they use that real life anger with each other to fucking fuel it, and it just creates something really special, you know?
Yeah. Yeah, definitely. So, I mean, yeah, that's the live performance aspect, and sometimes it hits and sometimes it don't.
Yeah,
unfortunately.
Exactly right. Absolutely.
So, next up, this was a bit of a treat for me. We had Trent Seven from Mustache Mountain came out, what was he calling himself? He came out with a luchador mask on, and he was calling himself the greatest luchador of all time and things like that. And great funny moment. They had his normal theme song is a Seven Nation Army.
Yeah,
like it's like a dubstep remix of Seven Nation Army.
Sure.
But this time it came out and it was like a flamenco version of Seven Nation Army.
That's pretty funny.
And
didn't he just get signed to Impact as well? Did I see that?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, he did. Yeah. So he comes out and he's got his luchador mask has a mustache on it and stuff like that.
Amazing.
He comes out.
Yeah, this is great.
Fucking great. He's milking it because his opponent is Volador Jr. from CMLL.
Yeah, sure.
Who I'm sure you're familiar with anytime you've seen Fantasticomania and things like that.
Mm-hmm.
They put on a hell of a show. The fans were kind of like standoffish at first, and then once you got to really start seeing the like brilliant babyface charisma of Volador Jr. and like he started flying around a lot, and the fans really got into it. The fans started chanting in Spanish for him.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Instead of saying like one more time, the fans we started chanting uno mas, you know, like and shit like that. And that at the end of the match, Volador Jr. did end up winning with a very spectacular high flying move, and the fans were chanting muchos gracias.
That's great.
Muchos gracias. Yeah. You know, it was fucking cool, man.
That's cool. Was Trent Seven in the mask the whole match?
No, he took it off before the before the match started. But yeah, it was very, very fun. He brought out their regular announcer, Francesca, lovely young woman who's always dressed to the nines, and she starts to announce Trent Seven, and he comes up and he says, "No, I need to be announced in Spanish." And he turns around to David Francisco, who's one of the trainers at Rev Pro, and he says, "David Francisco, you young Spanish man, please come and announce me." David Francisco's like, "Dude, I'm Portuguese. I don't know what you're fucking talking about."
So he's even like culturally insensitive and doesn't know what the fuck he's talking about.
Super duper moment. That was a lot of fun.
That's awesome.
So at this point, I'm fucking starving. I'm starving. So like at the second the match ends, I'm up and out of my seat. I'm heading for French fries.
Yeah, okay.
I got hankering for French fries because the dude behind me had French fries and they smelled real.
Sounding like me right now. I'm starving. I haven't eaten breakfast. I'm fucking dying.
So I run to go get French fries. I'm coming back and I'm in the balcony overlooking the ring, and like I can see the entryway, and I'm watching like from where they filmed the hard cam. And I'm looking right next to the hard cam. As I'm watching, I turn to my right. There's Alex Windsor sitting over there, watching the show.
Yeah.
And I'm like, "Oh shit! Hey, Alex Windsor, how's it going?" And she's like, "Oh yeah, doing pretty good." I'm like, "All right, thanks for the match tonight." And shook her hand. And I said, "How are the pugs?" And she. So of course we start like talking about like I showed her pictures of Frankie and Teddy.
Yeah.
She was telling me about like the both of her pugs, Norbert and Hagrid, are on diets right now because they're both little fat meatballs.
Yeah.
And she goes, "Oh, they're on a raw food diet." And I was like, "Man, raw food diets are expensive." And I go, "Oh shit, y'all can afford it now, can't you?"
Did she laugh or was she like, "Fuck off"?
Yeah, no, she thought she laughed about it. And we talked a little bit. She doesn't like the names Hagrid and Norbert. She says that regular names like Teddy and Frank are much better because she doesn't like screaming Norbert across a field when they're being, they're out running around during their walks and stuff.
This is 100% fair.
So, yeah, no, it was pretty cool. I got to commiserate with a pug mom for a little bit, so that was pretty fun.
That's cute.
But as we were talking, the next match was starting, which was our current Rev Pro heavyweight champion, which is Michael Oku, the OJMO, who is the fucking man, versus Zach Gibson from the Grizzled Young Veterans. And Zach Gibson was, came out and he was like, I live in Florida now. I don't fucking need this shit. I don't want to wrestle in London anymore. I had to come back and take your fucking belt because you're a fucking, you're a poor excuse for British wrestling and all. And the fans are just booing the shit out of him because we all love Michael Oku. And they had a fantastic match. I can say, like, I haven't seen Zach Gibson wrestle very much, but I was pretty impressed. Like,
I saw quite a bit of him. Like, he was in sort of WWE NXT kind of thing, like, and coming in as that tag team sort of when I was still watching it. And like when I started to do, NXT UK and stuff like that, I always thought he was a really good wrestler.
Yeah, he and what's the other guy's name? James Drake.
Yeah, and they're a great team, like, together.
They're a good team together. So Zach Gibson like comes out and he fucking put Oku through it. Like, something about Oku, he's the ultimate like baby face in peril. He's got this thing where you're just like, I found myself screaming like, "Don't you fucking give up, kid! Let's fucking go!" I was feeling it. I was feeling it. Awesome. Gibson's finishing move, I believe it's called like Gates of not Gates of Agony, Gates of Antares or something like that. And it's like an arm bar, or it's like a arm lock finisher. And he puts Oku in it, and Oku's just straining for the ropes, and I'm losing my goddamn mind. I love that guy. Michael Oku is fucking something special, dude. Yeah. He's so good. So Oku does end up winning. He hits a huge frog splash from the top that looked like his thigh landed directly across Zach Gibson's face. Ooh. God, it looked like it hurt. But he wins. He retains the Rev Pro British Heavyweight Championship. And Zach Gibson has a good moment where he says, like, he tells everyone to turn the TV or turn their phones off, turn their cameras off. He's going to say some nice guy things. He does the nice guy thing. He says, Oku, you've proven yourself as champion, yada, yada, yada. And Oku says, like, thank you very much. And he leaves the ring. Zach Gibson starts talking about, what it means to him to come back to England to wrestle, when he's wrestled in Florida down in NXT, babysitting the Rock's daughter or whatever the fuck he was doing.
Yeah.
And that's when he's attacked by the Great British Tag League winners, the Greedy Souls. They come out and they start putting him through the ringer. And out comes James Drake to make the save. So the GYV getting the huge baby face pop now after the match.
Okay.
So that was a good moment. So they handle Greedy Souls, and they're setting up a match between those two.
That's fun.
GYV is over huge. There were people screaming, like losing their fucking mind to see them again. So that was really cool.
Yeah. That's really, really smart how they sort of did it, because they had, Jesus, are you okay? Did you just choke on your drink?
Took a moment. Dude, I'm nursing a sore throat right now.
Yeah. But that's like really smart. Like, they had him come out, they had him do like the real Healy stuff, wrestle the entire match that way. But then that way of being like, okay, all jokes aside, let me really tell you how I feel. Turn him into a face, put him in peril, and then bring out the thing to establish them as the babyface team is really smart booking. It's really clever.
It was on a dime people turned. It was so great to see.
Because they want to cheer them anyway, because they're a fucking wicked team. So it's like you've got to put in work to make them be heels, but like it's very easy to make people cheer. You just got to make it okay for them,
And like I've barely ever seen them wrestle. I think I've seen them wrestle on a NXT UK like once.
Yeah.
And they came out, and I was fucking losing my mind. I was like, hell yeah, go, fucking let's go.
Yeah, yeah.
Like, it was great.
They're a great team.
And that says something for Greedy Souls as well, because it, like, when they come out and they're again put in that position to work with their new top tag team, who I'm assuming is their new top tag team. I don't know.
Sure.
But they're obviously, like, they want to take advantage of this goodwill that they've got with GYV. And they're putting these guys into the position to get that rub. Insider term. They're getting the rub, you know. It's fucking awesome. It was really good moment. And of course, like, directly after the show, they're out there signing autographs and taking pictures with everybody and stuff like that.
And the most important part of that entire interaction is not even really, what's to come and all that. It's Michael Oku. You know what I mean? They were like, we need this guy to be the bad guy. He always needs to be the babyface in peril. So they made sure that was the case. And then once he's out of the way, then they could do all that, like the cheering shit and stuff like that. It's good.
Yeah, definitely. So Oku never looks dominant. Oku always looks like he's survived the match, but like Oku there's no quit in the guy.
Yeah.
Like, he does not give up. Like, he must have watched that, like, Bret Hart Stone Cold Steve Austin WrestleMania match, and he's like, that's my entire, like, personality from here on in.
Yeah.
It's so much fun to watch.
Yeah.
Oku's just so fucking great. He and his gal Amira, I think they're engaged. They're a great, like, power couple. She's fucking phenomenal at ringside. Like, every little kid that's out there, like, at ringside, she's interacting with them, like, getting them to cheer and stuff like that. She's so good. And, like, you want to cheer Oku. Like, he's got fucking bucket loads of charisma. So it was a ton of fun to see. That match was hot. The fans were hot for that one.
That's great.
And that leads us to our main event, which was Will Ospreay versus Gabe Kidd. Now, earlier in the day, during the meet and greet, they had a pull apart at the meet and greet. These two, they fucking were lit.
That's
it was
awesome.
So
I love that they did that. Wait, wasn't there, before this moment, wasn't there like Jacobs versus Ishii on this show?
Holy shit, did I skip Jacobs versus Ishii?
You did?
Yeah. Oh man, I'm so sorry.
Let's quickly touch on that, just because that's one that I'm really keen to watch, and I've heard really good things about Jacobs. So we'll quickly touch on that and then tell me about this pull apart.
Jacobs versus Ishii. Okay, so this is their second match.
Okay.
Jacobs versus... they had a match at the 11th anniversary show that was probably my favorite match of the weekend, and that's a match where Shingo and Will had a fucking match together.
Sure.
So these guys are... Luke Jacobs, he has slimmed down a little bit recently. He was more built like Walter in like 2019.
That's what I had heard of him. Like, I don't think I've ever seen a match, or if I have, it was just in passing and it didn't really register. But I kind of heard he was like next up Walter, was the kind of way he was described to me.
He's lost a little bit of weight recently. He's trimmed down now. And it makes him look more muscular. But like, I kind of miss when he was a chubby dude. Yeah, because I'm a chubby dude, and I want to see more chubby dudes go out and kick ass.
Yeah, absolutely.
So I want to bring back let's make chubby dudes great again.
He's still a bit of like a stocky dude though, isn't he? Like, he's not like
He's a country strong motherfucker. Yeah. He's yoked. He's not exactly like ripped or anything like that, but he like big strong boy.
Yeah.
And he and Ishii just fucking tore it down. You know Tomohiro Ishii.
Yeah.
And the match that he has.
Yeah, hell yeah.
Imagine someone who can go right the fuck back at him the exact same.
That's
they went fucking pound for pound again. So Ishii versus Jacobs part 2, just as good as part 1, I think. I think the crowd was bigger for part 1. The Copper Box had like almost, I think it was over 4,000 people in it.
Yeah, wow.
You know, for the 11th anniversary show. So the aura around that match was a lot bigger. But this one was a little bit more, what's the word? Intimate, you know? So we all could feel every slap,
strike,
every fucking clothesline that was connecting but didn't do anything, you know, every fucking headbutt. It was all good. Dude, fucking Luke Jacobs headbutts look so good.
Oh, really?
I haven't seen people been able to like can make a headbutt look that good without actually hurting themselves.
Just a shoot headbutt, maybe.
Just a shoot headbutt. But yeah, no, he is fantastic. Like, you know, after the match, Ishii wins with the vertical drop brainbuster, and just like he looks at the kid and he goes 2-0 Ishii. You know, like like that was the old, and he starts fucking walking off like, I got your number, bitch.
Yeah.
And Jacobs gets on the horn and he says like, I need one more match, you know? The crowd starts chanting, one more match. I'm like, fucking, let's go again. Restart the fucking, ring the bell. Let's go one more time.
Yeah, let's hit it.
And so Jacobs is like, I don't know if we're going to do it in York Hall. I don't know if we're going to do it in the Copper Box. Fucking here. I don't know. He's like, I'll fucking take you on at the Dome, Kirk and Hall, wherever the fuck you want. And Ishii's like, yeah, fucking whatever, kid. I got you. Don't even worry about it. So let's have Luke Jacobs versus Ishii part 3 in the fucking G1 next year. Let's fucking go.
That would be
I
sick.
don't even care.
That would be sick.
That dude is it. Like so this is his second match in a row with Tomohiro Ishii. Like that's gotta mean something, right?
Yeah.
Like,
yeah. And obviously setting up a third too. So, you know.
Yeah, it's gotta, I don't know. It's got to be leading somewhere.
Yeah, yeah.
And even if it's just like a third match at a bit, like, you know, next year for the 12th anniversary show or something. But yes, sorry. I can't believe I skipped over that match. It was fucking phenomenal. I'm so sorry.
No, all good. So tell me about this pull apart. What happened in the...
So yeah, evidently Gabe jumped Will at the
press conference?
Meet and greet.
Yeah, okay. Oh, meet and greet.
Yeah. Scared a couple of kids. Like there was a child that got legit scared, and Will had to like console him. That was very sweet. Good moment.
Gabe fucking gets wild. Did you see when they got knocked out of Tag League, when he picked up that entire fucking railing and threw it at the ring? I don't know what he thought would happen, but it just bounced off the ropes, wasted the fucking ring bell man on the outside. He got fucking sconed by it as it just like catapulted off, cleared the table of fucking staff. That dude got hammered by it. Like he's reckless. Like,
I've heard rumors that he's a madman, you know.
Yeah. Well, he'll fucking tell you. It's not even a fucking
You don't believe him, just ask him.
Yeah, he'll tell you all about it. But yeah, that's fun. So they came in hot.
Yeah, so they came in hot. Gabe comes out first. And all the contenders and all the everybody's in the ring, keeping him separate from Ospreay. Yeah. And Gabe's like a fucking lion, like, or a tiger, like stalking his prey, like ready.
Yeah.
Just looking for an opening. It was so, you could feel the fucking crowd was chanting for Ospreay the entire time, singing along to his songs. Meanwhile, Gabe's like, I'm going to fucking rip your goddamn head off.
Let me at him. Yeah. Yeah.
They went fucking hog ass wild. They were, oh God. So both of them were bleeding like pretty quickly into the match. There were fucking like I think Gabe suplexed Will on the entryway ramp. They were fucking going out a little bit into the crowd. It was
just it
was great. It was a fucking fight. It was so much fun. They went for almost 20 minutes, and I'm sitting there and I'm watching, and I'm like, yeah, this is exactly what I thought it was going to be. It's not really, I don't know. I don't think this is my favorite Will match I've ever seen. You know, like, I don't know if this is going to touch 5 stars. By the end of it, I'd fucking lost my mind.
Yeah.
I was done. I was like, this is amazing. Fucking, and at the end, you know, Will's hitting all the big moves on Gabe. Gabe won't fucking quit. He's hit Gabe with the Storm Driver 93.
That looked, I saw the GIF. It looked, Gabe was just like, just actually give it to me. Just drop me on my fucking head, fam. Like,
there was nothing that's going to compare to Will running full force at the ropes away from Gabe running full force at the ropes away from Will, turning around, because you know how like Gabe takes the ropes sometimes where he'll go into it with his chest.
Yeah, and he turns around. He like slingshot lariats off him kind of thing. Yeah.
He goes for that slingshot lariat at that point, turns around and eats the fucking hidden blade right in the fucking face.
Yeah.
It was gross. Yeah. And like, because they were coming directly towards me, so all I see is this giant fucking elbow flying at from Will Ospreay directly into Gabe's face, and Gabe, I think, might have been knocked his nose directly off of his face.
Yeah,
it was
fucking
fantastic. Brutal. It was so gross. And then after that, Will proceeds to just give him a second hidden blade from behind and pound his face into the mat with his fucking elbows. Referee stoppage after multiple unprotected blows to the back of the head. And Gabe sold it like fucking death. It was horrifying. Like Gabe like laid like in the middle of the ring for like 45 seconds unmoving after the referee stoppage, and then they had to like basically roll him out of the ring and almost carry him to the back. Great stuff. And Will Ospreay gets on the mic, and I'm sitting there, and I took a couple of pictures, and I was like, I'm gonna miss this. I'm really gonna miss this, because I thought that was his last Rev Pro match.
That's it.
I was like, I'm gonna fucking miss Will, like getting on the mic and talking to the crowd, and the crowd chanting for him, and these were always really feel good moments. And then he says that he's going to he's got one more match in Rev Pro, and that's it. February 18th, Will Ospreay wants his fucking Rev Pro British Heavyweight title back, and he calls out Michael Oku. And I don't know if you saw the match, but the last time they had a match, it was absolutely a 5-star banger from Sweaty Uncle Dave. And now, Oku is the champion. Oku got directly in Will's face, and Will starts talking. Will turned into heel Will Ospreay on like
on a dime,
absolutely out of nowhere. It was fantastic. Will says, like, think of all the shit I did to beat you when you weren't champion. What do you think I'm going to do? Like, to get the belt back, to get that belt from you now. Like, he's like, I'm going to get fucking sicko with it, because I'm taking that belt and I'm leaving Rev Pro with that belt, because I've earned it, because I built this company, blah, blah, blah.
Also, he's like, I'm going to win it. I'm just going to fucking take it. It won't have a championship belt. I fucking own it. I don't give a fuck. Full heel. That's
when he said that, and when he was like, I'm leaving Rev Pro, and my heart fucking dropped, because like half the thing, the cope that I had when he signed with AEW was, at least he can still do Rev Pro dates, and he's saying, no, he's not doing Rev Pro dates. He's not doing indie dates anymore at all. He shouldn't
do indie dates anymore. You know what I mean? Will Ospreay doesn't really have a half speed. And so for that reason, he should only, and his date should be even limited as far as what he does physically, like his big matches in AEW, and that's all he should do. You know what I mean? Like he needs to now think about his future and shit like that. Like he can't.
Yeah, because I mean, he doesn't take nights off. There's no T-shirt Ospreay.
No, exactly. And fucking that's it, So I don't think he should be doing those shows. As much as I'm sure he'd like to be there and help people out and stuff like that, you just can't. You got to go, I've done my time. I've helped everybody as much as I can. Now I just need to be a successful wrestler. Like, that's it.
And so half the cope that I had was that I would still be able to see him Rev Pro. I'm not going to be able to see him Rev Pro anymore. And so like the fury of last episode or 2 episodes ago, whatever it was, that fuck TK energy, like TK stealing fucking Will Ospreay from us is the worst heel tactic of 2023. It all came flooding back, and I was just like, fuck. So I'm shouting there. I'm like, fuck him up, Oku. Defend Rev Pro. Let's fucking go. I bleed for this. Let's fucking go, Rev Pro.
And did the whole crowd turn on him? They were all just like,
everybody's like, no, everybody was like, Will, yay, Will. Yeah. And I'm like, no, fuck him. Send him back to Florida in a fucking body bag.
Yeah, that's it. Fuck him. Yeah. Oh, well, so that's super fun. That will be
it was
so
a great
good.
show.
Yeah.
Great moment. I fucking it's so weird because last episode I was like, oh, I'm kind of down. And then we get like this episode, what, like 3-4 days later, I'm like, yes, that's
the power of PWA fucking reinstilled. It just takes some good wrestling, and it's like letting go of like all the social media commentary and stuff, and like, just enjoy what you can and things like that. And there's always good stuff in wrestling, and PWA, Rev Pro, you know, they're doing the kind of stuff that we like, so that's really cool. And we need to get we need Rev Pro. Hook me up. I need access to your service. I can't have another streaming service. Hook me up, and we'll cover this shit more because I'll be able to.
Maybe we should talk to Count Out about giving us an official like Okada Shorts account.
What? Have Ryan pay for it? I love this idea. Count Out.
Yeah.
Hook us up.
What's Ryan doing? I'm
sure Ryan's
got all sorts of money.
It's write it off as a count out expense.
Yeah, that'd be great. Well, see, the thing is, Ryan right now, he's been on strike for the last, 150 days or whatever. I'm sure he's rolling in the money right now.
Well, he's back to work now. It's fine. He's back to work now.
Oh, no. I was talking to him the other day. He hasn't gone back to work just yet.
Oh.
Because the shows he was working on have not started production just yet. Okay. All the people who are more experienced than him got to go back to work first. Yeah. Okay. Big dogs eat first.
Yeah. This is it. All right. Well, there you go.
But he'll get back there. He will get back there.
But yeah, anyway, Rev Pro, man. Promoting your shit. We love it.
Oh
we love it. I'm on the other side of the world. Hook me up if I'm going to talk about this shit.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah.
I mean,
I tried to email them. They didn't even reply. To me.
I know.
Yeah.
We'll hit them again. Yeah. We'll drop this.
Well, they don't I don't really have an email. They just have like a thing on their website, like contact us, and nobody ever answers that shit. So whatever.
Well, we can put out more feelers into the world. We'll drop this episode here in a few minutes. Whenever it drops today. And then
I mean, it probably won't drop today, but yeah, we will.
No, put it out there now.
No, motherfucker, we just released an episode. We need to space it out till fucking next week, mid next week, so we've got content, sir. Content. Otherwise, we've got to record again. We got shit on. We do this now, so we've got it in the bank.
I guess
Wednesday.
Nah, that's some influencer talk. Let's go. Wednesday. Okay.
Wednesday.
All right. Wednesday's fine.
Yeah.
All
absolutely.
Right. So yeah, that was a great moment and great show.
Yeah.
Great time with my homeboy Sipsy.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I got to see Clout Demon Kieran.
Oh yeah.
What up, Kieran? Friend of the podcast, Kieran.
What up?
And he was sitting in an area away from me. I didn't see where he was until I'm sitting there eating my French fries or whatever, and I feel this tap on my shoulder, and I'm turning around like, who's talking to me? And it was, there's Kieran. And I'm like, yeah, fuck yeah, Kieran's here.
Yeah. Did you call him Cloud Demon to his face, or is that just something that you reserve for when you talk about him on podcasts?
No, it's only when I talk about him on podcasts. That way I'll know if he's listening or not.
Yeah, exactly. Because if he doesn't come for you like in a private message, then you know that he doesn't listen to the show and he's been lying to you.
Oh man, everybody! I was like, "Are you guys staying up? Are you guys staying up? Kieran, you want to get on fucking talk with me and Rafe?" And he's like, "I'm already in bed, dude. Fuck off."
Yeah, he was like, "I don't speak to Australians. They're fucking gross." Fair enough.
Oh man. Yeah. So yeah, that was You should get in touch with him about doing the month of Japanese death
Oh
match.
yeah, we were speaking about that, weren't we? And we said, yeah, we'll look at doing it, but we both had a ton of shit on. So yeah, I should do that exactly.
Do like Onita versus fucking Hayabusa or something. No rope exploding cage fucking barbed wire death match.
Fuck yeah, some good old shit. I'm actually you just reminded me. I need to put it up, but I've got a Faces and Feels interview. They have to drop. I've just got to finish writing the bio with Chainsaw Tony Myers, who is in FMW. He's Onita's right-hand man, and was also in Wing as well. He's like Leatherface.
Did I ever show you what I got from Suplex?
No. What?
Watch this shit.
Okay.
Here it is. Fucking bam.
Boom. Fucking
Really
FMW flag. That's sick. Post it to me.
Yeah. You got it. I'll fucking send it to you.
That will cost you $1,000 in shipping.
Yeah, but it's Australian dollars. It's not actually mean anything.
Oh, yeah. Oh, well, actually, yeah. I imagine because you're like the mother country, they just let you send shit to us for free because it's like giving out like rice to the poor.
Where are you shipping that? Australia. That'll be 300,000 Australian dollar dues.
Dude, my homie, fucking Peapod from Ruthless Pro Wrestling, commentator, fucking amazing man, sent me 3 stickers from America to Australia, and the postage cost him 40 American dollars.
Get the fuck out of
3 stickers in an envelope. 40 American dollars, which actually comes out at like 50 Australian. I split it with him because I was like, yo, man, like that's fucked. He just wanted to give me his stickers. Like, that is fucking crazy, right?
I'm so sorry to hear that.
Yeah. I reckon when you go there, you'll be like, oh, how much would this cost to post to Australia? And they're like, oh, well, that's the equivalent of throwing fucking garbage in the bin. Just give it to us. We'll just send it.
Yeah, we'll take this out back and burn it for you. No problem.
We'll put it on one of the trash barges that we send down to Australia to fucking leave our rubbish.
Yeah, it's a big ass fucking FMW flag.
That's so sick. That's so sick. Save it for me. Actually, my friends are in UK now. You need to find them and give it to Connor, and he can bring it back to me.
Connor, yeah, dude, I'll fucking like seriously, if he's in the UK,
he's on a holiday for a month. He's got a ton of shit on. You save it for me, and when we eventually end up in real human space together, you can hand it to me with your own hands.
Smart.
That is lovely. Teddy.
Oh,
we're all trying to
it's
sleep.
3:30 in the morning, and Teddy's freaking out.
Let's wrap it up. Okay, thanks to everybody for listening. You know our usual spiel. We've got a barking pug, so we're not going to get into all of it. Check out Catnet Network. Subscribe to the Patreon here. Me and Curtis just hang out and talk about all the nerdy shit we like. Check out Curtis's show, Throwing Dice, at Throwing Dice Pod. Check out my interview series at Faces Feels Cast. Check out everything Okada Shorts at Okada Shorts. Rate and subscribe. Listen or die. Keep it right. Keep it tight. And most importantly, keep it what?
Short. Defend Rev Pro.